Hey guys, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexis and you can call me Lex. And I told you guys in my last vlog that I would talk to you a little bit about my birth stories, my VBAC consultation and everything, and time literally flew. Like, it flew. But I just wanted to come on here and do a what's in my hospital bag / why I had to get a C-section. So I will go into depth about more things like later, but right now I just want to jump straight into it on why I had to get a C-section and why I had to get previous C-section. I'm out of breath already. Baby number 3 for me and my husband, and our first baby, our son, he is going to be 4 in February, and I was 35 weeks when I moved to Georgia. My husband's in the military, if you don't know. This is our vlogging channel, and I moved to Georgia when I was 35 weeks. So trying to find a doctor, I knew absolutely no one. Like, no one. I'm lying. I knew Tiffany, my best friend now, but she wasn't back then because I met her before Marcus deployed, but we weren't that close. But you know, we still knew each other, but she didn't have any kids and her husband it was just them, so she couldn't really refer me to a doctor or anybody, so I just went with whoever would take me. So yeah, fast forward, baby isn't here yet. 41 weeks isn't here. I wasn't 41 weeks. I was like in my last day of being 40 weeks. Slow down. Mind you guys, I had watched The Business of Being Born. I read all these books and all these books on, you know, birth and everything. And guys, like, when you're actually in labor, all that stuff goes right out the window. So make sure you have like backup. Like I said, Marcus was deployed, so I basically was pregnant the whole time without him, and that was hard. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I found a doctor, and I went overdue, which is completely normal if it's your first baby to go due date. Only less than like what 3% of babies are are actually born on their due date. But I was showing no signs of labor, basically nothing. So they induced me. They made me get induced, and I had, like, guys, when I tell you that I just knew that I was gonna push, like, from a young child. I used to watch Birth Story, if anybody knows what that is. Coming home with multiples, like, I just love babies, and I just knew, like, C-section was never in the cards for me, like, ever in the cards for me. And I just knew that, you know, I was meant to push, but but my body, it wasn't, he wasn't ready, obviously, or my pelvic, I don't know what to believe, really, to be honest, because later on, like, I felt like it was a convenient C-section. I got induced and the induction failed, and not making progress. I was not dilating. I only dilated to 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters, something like that. And to be honest, they didn't even let me labor for long. Like I said, my husband was new to this. We had no family here. We're like super young. We are still super young, but we were super young. And guys, if you see my nails, do not mind them. I'm getting them done, okay? Like I said, I have 2 kids, y'all. Not 1, but 2 kids, y'all. I'm getting them done. I know they look a mess. The doctor was like, you know, I know what this outcome is going to be. If you push, you know, you'll get tore up. You're not dilating. The baby has meconium in the water. It's meconium in the water. The baby can swallow it or whatever. So right now, my husband's like freaking out, and you know, they're scaring him. They weren't really scaring me because I was so determined to push this baby out, guys. And you're like, we're gonna give you a C-section. So got prepped for a C-section, had a C-section. I was like devastated, like literally devastated. Didn't get to see him like right away when he came out. They didn't even hold him over the curtain for me. you know, I seen him for like 10 seconds when he brung him over, and I just like, it was probably just like 2 minutes, but it seemed like the longest 2 minutes of me asking, what does he look like? What's going on? And I just didn't prepare for a C-section. I didn't know anything that came with it. I was just like traumatized, just completely traumatized. I'll cry a lot. And yeah, so fast forward to the birth of our daughter, Erin. I was on the road to VBAC, so I was like, something has got to happen. This hospital told me that if I have a C-section, I could never push, I could never give birth vaginally, delivering with them. But Marcus got deployed again, and I was pregnant again, and this was 2 years later, not even really, a year and a couple months later, and I was pregnant again, and Marcus was deployed. And my doctor from Jersey, I loved him, and he was like, you know, you go into labor by yourself, you can definitely push this baby out. So anyway, moving on, my daughter, basically same story. I was in Jersey for most of my pregnancy, and my husband and I really were trying to allow me to deliver there. We were trying to think of every possible way that I could deliver there. He was deployed, and he wasn't gonna get back in time to get us a place here, because we had gave up our place, of course, before, because I moved back home, and you know, had needed help with Ezra and everything. So he was trying to figure out, like, you know, how could he get a place if he wasn't, we didn't have any date that he would be back. It was kind of a last minute thing. So he's like, I really need you to move back to Georgia. I need you to find us a place that we're gonna live, because you can't deliver that baby in Jersey and then come here and not have anywhere to live. So I was like, yeah, I guess that is important for our family to have somewhere to live. So I came back to Georgia, and I hated it, only for the sake of, because I knew I'll probably have to get a C-section. So I started calling around, asking any surrounding towns, anywhere that I can get a VBAC, and I was 34 weeks or 33 weeks, and basically nowhere near here does VBACs, like nowhere near here. So I was distraught. I was scared because I didn't know if it was going to be like my first, you know. I did not want to go through that pain, guys, because when I tell you a C-section is no joke, like it is no joke, like the recovery and stuff like that. I was too scared of like a home birth to try home birth, because as I said, like nobody, like they don't do that here. Like I live in a small town in Georgia, and like they do not do that here. And I only found like one place that I called like a jillion times and they didn't answer. So that was that. So I went back to the same doctor. I did not like it. I did not want to, but I still didn't know anybody, and I still didn't know what to do. So I went, for my daughter, I went back to the same doctor, and it was better this time because they were a little bit more friendly, knowing that they knew I was getting cut. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I only had to be with him for a couple weeks because I was 34 weeks, and by the time I got set up, probably 35 weeks again. But this C-section story was, this C-section was totally different than my son's. With my daughter, I was more in control. I requested to get her right away and to see her. I seen her. They held over a curtain. They bring her straight to me while I was in recovery. You know, I just kind of knew what to expect, healing wise, and you know, I just was kind of just in a better headspace because I didn't feel like I was cheated. I feel like I had a part in the birth. I had, you know, to make decisions, but still not enough. Like, you know, I felt like you know, I had some type of control of my birth, but you know, I was still upset, and I would still like cry about the fact that I had 2 C-sections, and I just knew that I would never get pregnant again because I didn't want any C-sections. So I was just like, you know, I'm good. Like, you know, we have 2 kids, we have a boy and a girl, I'm good. I would love to give birth vaginally, but like, you know, I'm not about to, you know, set myself up again for that. And fast forward 2 years later, here I am with baby number 3. And I was determined to have a baby back this time. Even my husband was like, you know, I don't want to see you go through that anymore. You know, what can we do? What are terms? So I got on YouTube, of course, and plenty moms having a VBAC after 2 cesareans. And so I started searching. Mind you, my husband hasn't been deployed this whole pregnancy. You know, we've been here, we've been in Georgia. So I'm like, okay, I have time. Like, let's search, let's do this. I don't care. Like, I will do a home birth. Like, I know, like, you know, hospitals like right up the street. Like, I will do a home birth. So, and he was down for that too. You know, I started looking up the risks. I started looking up, you know, like seriously looking up. So I couldn't find anything, and I'm like, I just don't want a C-section. Like, I would cry, like, thinking about it. I found something on Facebook, and a town like an hour up from us, it was this woman. She said, I came here because, you know, where I live, they don't do VBACs, and I had 2 cesareans, and I had my VBAC, and she was holding her baby, and she said, I had my VBAC, and the doctors here were so supportive, saying I could do it, and da 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 da. So I'm so happy the vaginal birth was so much better for me. So I'm like, oh my god. Like, I told my husband, like, oh my god, right there, 45 minutes away, like, they're doing VBACs. Like, I called there last year with Aaron, and they weren't doing it. So what happened was the doctors from Albany, Georgia came here, and you know, they started practicing here, and they do VBACs. So I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. So I called right away, like, hey, you know, I'm an hour away, da da da, how can we make this work? And then my doctor's office here, oh, and now I have a new doctor, which is amazing. Like, I wish that I would have known about them when I first moved here with my son. I know I wouldn't have any problems with them. They're so amazing. I love them so much. But they are not allowed to do VBACs because of the hospital policy. So they expressed to me, you know, they were sorry. They wanted to do, you know, they would love if I could have a VBAC, but because of hospital policy, I'm not allowed to. So I told them about this, you know, the hospital up the road, and they were like, oh, great, let's send over your stuff. They were so supportive. Oh my god, they were so supportive, and they still are to this day. They're just not in it for the money. They really care. So I was so happy about that. And he's like, we're gonna send up your stuff, you're gonna get a consult, you know, and let us know how it is, you know, even if you have to leave us and you're going over to their practice, like, bring the baby to come see us, and da da da. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, you know, just is a little bit of hope for my VBAC. And I'm like, of course I would be a candidate. Why wouldn't I be a candidate? It's been 2 years since my last C-section. You know, I'm young, you know, I have a risk-free pregnancy. Like, you know, I'm so low risk. Like, this is gonna be great. So I get the consult, and basically my last doctor, the one that I'm not fond of, he only stitched my uterus once. And I know this is going to seem like a lot, like basically he did a single closure on my uterus, because he does not do VBACs and the hospital doesn't do VBACs. He didn't deem it necessary to do a double closure on my uterus. Therefore, the doctor said that I had a 50% chance of uterine rupture. If you guys don't know what uterine rupture is, it is when you had a previous cesarean, your uterus can actually rupture from contractions, from pushing, you know, because that's forever a weak spot on your uterus. And yeah, so it can actually rupture, and it can put you, it can actually, you know, kill you or your baby, you know, if you, what am I trying to say? Your baby can potentially die, and or you, small chance that it happens, but it still can happen. Like, it's super small. But since this is such a small town, and I live in a small town, this is even smaller town, they get their blood from like 2 hours away, they said. I don't know, they said something like they get their blood from 2 hours away. And they weren't going to risk it because they only take on patients that have a 60% chance. of success, and I had a 50% chance of success according to a little calculator that I could have found on my phone or whatever. And the main factor to that was because I had a single closure on my uterus. I had no clue about this. I didn't know what kind of closure. They didn't ask me anything. I didn't know what to ask. So yeah, basically, so they're like, yeah, thank you for driving an hour here, but we're not gonna do it. If we were in like a big city where we had Red Crosses on every corner, of course I would do it. Of course, you know, we could get you blood right away, but there's a high chance that we could lose you or baby if something were to go wrong, and the risks are very low, but if something was to go wrong, we could lose you and baby, and we're not gonna do it. It's like, you know, I tried the hardest not to cry, but then, you know, I started to think about I just started to think about the birth, and oh my God, and about how like I'm never gonna have a baby vaginally. Like, how would I ever push after 3 cesareans like now, like, you know, and I don't even want more than 3 kids. So it was just like overwhelming emotion. I was so happy on the other hand to stay with my doctor because I love them, but on the other hand I'm like, oh my God, like it was, you know how it was a piece of hope, like to be back. And then I just said to myself, and I was like, why am I glorifying something that I've never had? Like, I'm so blessed to have healthy, happy babies. Like, I'm healthy. I recover good. By what I hear, by what the stories I hear, it could be way worse. I'm just so, plenty of women have to have C-sections, and plenty of women would love to have babies that don't have babies, and they would love to for a C-section to be their problem, and they can have babies and carry them with no problem and not have to do in vitro and not have to do this. And I'm just like, why am I complaining about, you know, something? It's not small to desire birth, and if that's your desire, I pray that you go for it, you know, 100%. But I'm not gonna beat myself up anymore because I didn't give birth vaginally, you know. Yeah, it sucks. The recovery sucks either way, and I'm starting to learn that. My mom has always been my biggest cheerleader, and she has always told me, like, I don't know, like, you know, why you think like vaginal birth is so like great because she says I was just as tore up as you was. Everybody's body's different, and God has been so amazing. He has given me 2 healthy, beautiful babies that never had to go to the NICU, that I got to see. So I had to wait, what, 10 minutes, 30 minutes to have them in my room, like, and I didn't get to do skin to skin right there. But they're healthy, and they're home, and they're smart, and they're, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, it's so many things to thank God for. He's just so good. I'm gonna be fine this time, and he's gonna keep me just like he kept me in the last time. So yeah, and I'm like, there's plenty of C-section moms out there that, you know, can relate to me and feel the same way I feel, and I don't want them to feel less than. I don't want them to feel like they've been cheated. The main and most important thing is that your baby and you are healthy in whatever way you give birth is great, and I don't think we should glorify one over the other. So sorry for ranting on. Yeah, guys, I want to show you what's in my hospital bag now, and this is my hospital bag. Isn't it cute, guys? It's from Victoria's Secret. Oh yeah, my husband got me this for my birthday. I think it like came with like whatever he got me. But yeah, I don't have everything in here because obviously I'm still using things, even though right now, I don't know what time it is, but guys, I'm literally having the baby in 2 days. But it's Friday, and I'm having the baby Monday, so, you know, I'm going to go to bed, and then it's going to be Saturday, and it's going to be 2 days, so missing a couple things. And my husband's stuff is going in here too, I think, so I'm not taking a lot. Like I said, I've been through this 2 times, and I overpacked both times, so I don't want to do that again. So first things first, and I'm bringing a towel. Isn't it cute? Oh my god, this towel is so cute. I'm bringing the towel just in case their towels are too small. This one is just so soft and comfy. So I'm bringing that. Next thing, first, for my C-section moms, I got this with Aaron. They would probably give me a new one, but I still have this one. It's a belly binder, and like, if you ever had a C-section, you know that this, you know, when you feel like you're falling apart and your insides are falling apart, this keeps you, just gets you right together. You know, this gets you together. Thing we have is new fresh pair of granny panties, high-waisted, over the incision, and these are really maternity panties, and but I'm gonna use them. You know, they're very high-waisted. I know they're gonna suck everything in and they're gonna be comfortable. So I got two new pair. Next thing, I ordered this lovely nursing gown, and I'm gonna try to have everything linked below. Like, this is so, guys, it looks so good on me. And I love it because it's not like granny and stuff, but it's a nursing gown. You know, when you want to take the hospital gown off, and it's flowy and it's soft, and it's from the brand Kendrick Bravely. And like I said, I'll have it linked down below where you could get this, but they like sell a bunch of nursing things and postpartum things for moms, and I just thought it was super cute. Like, it probably doesn't look like much, like right here, but it's super cute on, guys. So I brought that. Next thing I got is a pajama set, a nursing pajama set. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just like a cross thing, you know, you can nurse, and it has the matching black pants, and oh my god, they're really so stretchy and high-waisted. They're gonna be so comfortable, and they're just flowy, and this will be good for like when visitors come. The nursing gown probably wouldn't be good for that, but okay. And my battery's gonna die, so let me hurry up, guys. But this would be good for when visitors come, and this is from the brand Baby Be Mine, and like I said, I'll link it down too. They have the cutest like labor gowns and all that stuff, so we'll see. And then I have maternity leggings, because you know, you be still like 6 months pregnant after you have a baby. At least my stomach did not go right down, and they're kind of linty right now, but anyway, I'll be wearing them because I will be comfy. And what else do I have? I have a nursing bra. This is just a, this is just a strappy nursing bra. I don't know what you call it. I think I ordered these off of Amazon. Okay, so I have another nursing bra, but I don't know where it is. It might be in my drawer, but yeah, I'm gonna bring 2 nursing bras because I'm probably just gonna wear the nursing gown in the hospital. And then another thing I have is wool socks. Yeah, I know they give you the hospital socks, but these ones are cute, so I brought them. And I have hair ties because I am going to be knocked out most of the time. And then I have this Mother Love nipple cream, which had really good reviews, so I can't wait to try this because I'm excited. Oh my god, breastfeeding is so much fun. Like, it's such a good bonding experience, and I breastfed both of my kids, so I will be breastfeeding this baby. And I know this is going to be TMI, but look, stool softeners, stool softeners, stool softeners, stool softeners. You know what I'm saying? Don't be cute. You just had a C-section, and you just had a C-section. That's all I'm going to say. The hospital's going to give you them anyway. You know, I don't know what brand that they use, but I heard that these are co-laced. I heard that these work really well, so I'm going to give them a shot because I know it was brutal last time. So TMI, but you know, it is what it is. And like things that I don't have packed in here, of course, my camera, because I'm recording on it, deodorant, lotion, and you know, all my hygiene stuff, they're not in here yet. even though, like I told you, like 2 days away, I just use those things every day. Shower cap and scarf, I'm just using that. Oh, and I also bring a satin pillow cloth with me, so my hair will last. Because I'm not trying to, you know, do my hair like, you know, I want to have 3 kids. Can we just take a moment? I want to have 3 kids, y'all. I want to have 3 kids. I ain't trying to do my hair. So I have a satin pillowcase, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, oh, and I'm going to bring a folder, of course, because they give you a bunch of papers, footprints, and me and Marcus always bring a folder with all of our important stuff, and we're going to bring it. And like I said, Marcus still has to pack his stuff. Snacks. Bring snacks. But yeah, like I said, I'm like 5 minutes away from the hospital. Like, literally, guys, 5 minutes away. So I didn't pack crazy. You know, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Just hit that button. Just hit it, you know. For more videos, guys. I'm trying. Like, I can't, like, I record so many videos that I don't have time to edit. It's crazy. If you're a mom, you know. And to all my YouTuber moms, like, you guys are amazing for staying on schedule. That's all I can say. You guys are amazing, because I got a whole house. I got a whole husband and 2 whole kids. Bye.